Yeah, hi team. So the record started. Um, so far what we discussed, so last to last class and last class. So what is the DB? How will you connect the DB in real time oriented, and how to create the table in real time oriented, and who will give the column length and who will decide the column length we discussed. So before going to the today class, so just you can ask just one statement. You can ask the only the questions related to current class only. If you need any interview question and if you need any out of this class questions, please feel free to ask in separately, not in the forum. So because it will disturb you others also. Okay. So we'll start today. So now we have a database, Oracle database. So I connected to the TNS entries. This is one user. I connected to the SCART schema. Same schema, I am also connected some other user. Let's say user A and user B. So they are talking about they're connecting the same schema, and also they're doing the DML operation on same table as well. Okay. So this is a situation in real-time oriented scenarios. Now, if you do any DML statement, right? If you, DML in the sense we are see in normal way in technical in real-time oriented, we will not call the insert, but we'll call as a populated. Populated means insert. Populate the data, insert the data, populate, update, and delete. If you do all the three statement rights, so directly it will go on save in the table. So in between there is a one session. So in the session we have a PGA, program global area. See, if you ask every user, yes, each and every user, if you connect to the DB, it's supposed to create the PGA. Without PGA, there is no connection. So in the PGA, foreground global area, it will be created. If you ask where it will created, so you are telling this is a user and beside the user is connecting. So your RAM will be the take care about this one. Oracle while connecting Oracle to the DB. So remember this guys. So you are connecting the Oracle DB in between. PGA will created your RAM that the PGA handover by the Oracle. So RAM is.
Yeah. Hi Mohan. Sorry for disturbance.
Yes.
Yeah, your screen is tracked. I think it's not showing anything.
We are getting all of us same thing or only?
Yes, sir. Me also.
Okay. Let me shift to the network. One second. Now still you are not able to get the screen. So now, so people are able to see my screen, right? Proper way now. Okay. Okay. So now, so A user connected to the Oracle, same schema, and B user also connected the schema, same schema and same table. While doing the DML operation, population, updation, deletion, so it will be created PGA. PGA where it will be created in your RAM. So the PGA will create in the RAM, but owned by the Oracle. Okay. So now, if you do the insert, unless and until if you commit, then only the data will be saved in the database. So we will go for a real-time example here. So before going, just I am checking the table is present or not. So if table is dropped yesterday, now I want to create the table. Okay, let me create the table. See, earlier yesterday class we discussed the table save is mandatory. So if you create any table, now Without table space also I can create, but without in the sense it is only for this statement, but by default it will be assigned the temp table space. Remember this, guys. Without table space we can create, but by default it will be taken the temporary table space. So that's why it is created. Or else if by default there is no option to by default to take the table space, the table will never going to create in the database. Okay, so this is the one session. Same session I am taking here. Same username, same space I connected. Okay, so up to here, if you go for a diagram, so this is our DB, my local DB. I connected as a user A, user B, same schema in the sense Scott. How will you identify the same schema? Select user from dual. What is the schema? Scott. Here also I will do select user from dual. So here also Scott. So both the schemas are same. Now I want to insert some data into the table. Okay, so I'll write the insert statement. Insert into, see, this is the command, insert into command, right? It will supposed to be populate the data. So there is only one command, is the insert statement. It will responsible for insert statement to populate the data into the table. Okay, insert into free batch 1, and here we need to provide the column names. So just I want to provide only batch ID. So what is the batch ID? Batch ID. And immediately values. So what are the columns you are mentioned? We should be provide here. Hello, now are able to see my screen without stacking? Hello, are you able to see without stacking now? I changed my network also. Are you able to hear? Okay, so I'm giving the value for this. So the batch ID I'm giving 1. So semicolon, I pressed it, went 1. Now, if you see here, select star from this table, free underscore so free underscore batch 1. Hello, if anyone are you able to hear? Just okay. Okay. So select. So what are the column I inserted, right? That columns I can able to see this session. I'm checking. So the batch ID from the table is free underscore batch 1 So I'm getting this record. If the same command, if we run here, we will not get the data. Batch one. See, if you see here, this is same table only, right? So you connected the same schema, you connect the same table with a different user. One user inserting the data, another user not able to see. The reason being here, right? So if you go to the diagram, so let's say this guy inserted, right? It is already present in the PGA. It is not reached to the table. So when it will reach, if you do the commit here, if you, as soon as if you do the commit, what will happen, right? The data PGA will be dropped. PGA will be dropped and the data sent to table. So how will you identify? So earlier it was a new rows. Now it become a batch ID 1. Hello, Ashok. I muted, man. So again, you are doing some calculation here. Hi guys. See, if you do like this, so again, I want to stop my screen and share the screen. So if you're see, my voice is not lag because I stopped because some people are doing drawing on my system. So I removed the access, but I don't know how to get it. I'll remove totally. Okay. Now it's clear right now. Okay. So now you got that point. See, the point is we are doing that DML operation, but what we are connecting the two session with the same schema, same table. Even though if you are doing one schema doing DML operation, we will not get others. Okay. So this is the way we need to identify. Now the interview question, what they will ask, right? If you're doing 1000 insert statement, the 1000 insert statement will be framed in PGA, but the PGA capacity is 1000 insert statement capacity we have, storage space. So apart from 1000, if we add one more statement, so what will happen here? If we add more than, because it will get an error. So that error is old snapshot error. Remember this point. So when we'll get the old snapshot error in the temp table space, the capacity is 10,000 or 1000 insert statement. We have a capacity. On top of that, if you are trying to add one more insert statement in this space, there is no memory to store the data. That's why we are getting that error is old snapshot error. So how will you resolve this one? If you ask the interview, if you use the commit and rollback. So what will happen the commit and rollback? If you do the commit and rollback, the space, whatever the insert statement is there here, right? It will be removed permanently. The data will be sent to the table. So you people are getting still any questions in this point? Okay. So what I'm trying to say, this is the database. So I'm repeating. So you people are telling my voice is breaking, right? So this is the database. So this is the schema, and within the schema, this is the table. So the same table connected the two user. So one user A and one user B. So the user A and B, right? They're trying to do DML operation on the same table. So if you do DML operation, this user, so the data will be only will get here only. Will not get the data be able to see here, because in between there is a PGA that is called program global area. So that area will be stored permanently. So once if you do the commit and rollback, then the data will be sent to the permanently DB. This is a statement we talk, and this is the example we have seen. There is a 2 sessions. So now you people are getting, or still you want me to repeat one more time? That error name is old snapshot error. So people, we can talk one or people, so that I will understand the people are getting or not. Hello. Okay. Okay, you can message me so that we can. So I'm unmuting, guys. Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
This is Kiran.
Yeah, Kiran.
Sorry, actually,
Yeah, Kiran. I lost you. See, because if I'll do unmute, this is a problem. Hello, Kiran. Okay, Kiran, you can ping me that what are the question you asked me, then I'll get the reply. So now the question is, if you do the insert statement, the population data, so the few columns, so what is the format we need to follow? So this is the format we need to follow as shown in the screen. So as shown in the below. So now if I want to do any update, see the interview question, what will happen, right? They will not ask in real time, simply insert and update and delete. So they will ask update. Okay. Update address column equal to just like Hyderabad I'm typing, where batch ID equal to, so batch ID equal to 1 means it will update it. So one row got updated. So now my question will be like this: the batch ID 0. If zero is present in the 0 value is present in the table, no, right? But still, if you'll get any error, see, remember things, we will not get any error, but we will get the 0 rows updated. So that update speciality, if you have a data, it will go and update. If you don't have any data, it will say 0 rows are updated. So even though if you say here one updation happened, I haven't doing the commit and rollback. So if you ask the same here, select batch ID, comma address from the free batch table. So what is the output we'll get? Only one value get. So if I want to get the full value, which means address also, I need to do the commit. So after commit, if you run the same statement, you will get address is the Hyderabad and batch ID is the one. The reason being, even though if you do the any DML operation, our first goal is the data will be update or DML. It will store in a PGA. PGA called program global area. So when it will be moved from PG to Oracle database, if you do the commit or rollback. So commit or rollback. So what is the meaning of commit and rollback, right? So the commit in the sense, so whatever the data available in the PGA, there should be perfect. I am allowed to insert the data into the table. Rollback means I don't want this data. I want to clear. So clear in the sense, it will not go to the DBA directly. It will not go to the DBA and directly it will remove from the PGA. No data will go and save. Okay. So now any questions? It is a program global area. So PGA means program global area. Okay. So if you do the DML operation, so now you people tell me, if you do the DML operation, so data will be, see, I will delete here. So I done the insert updation here. Now I will do here. Delete from free batch table. So I am using here the for time being free batch table, but in real time we have a different table name. Okay. So where, yes. So here the delete from the free batch table where batch ID equal to 0, I'm telling. So what will happen if you do like this? You will get an error. So still updation deletion, even though data is not present, you are trying to delete, we will not get that error. We will get 0 rows are deleted. See, these are the interview question and as well as certification question. How that frame the question, right? So I have some data in the table. Let's say batch ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So I want to delete the 1 to 10 numbers where condition. So by mistakenly I mentioned in the where class batch ID equal to 0. So the data will be deleted or not. If you are not deleted because the data is not present, what is the error message we will get? Then you should answer, sir, if you put the batch ID 0, the 0 is not present in the table, no rows will be affected. That will be deleted as a 0 rows. We will not get any error, but as usual, how many, see, for example, if the data is really present, how many rows are deleted, will tell the count, right? So instead of count, it will give the 0. That is the answer we should tell. Here I'll put 1. So here I'm say deleting. If you say here, select batch ID from free underscore batch table. So how many rows will get it? 0 rows. Same schema. So here I will run the same query. Sorry. Mahesh, see, should not do like this here. Again, I want to stop my screen, then again share my screen. So it is problem for everyone. So here I'm putting select batch ID from table name is free underscore batch 1. Okay. I'm putting here. Still the data is there in this session. But where I deleted, first session I deleted. So while writing the select statement, I'm getting the 0 rows are deleted. So the second session, if you run, still we are getting the data. So if I want to sync up both the session, what we need to do? We need to give here commit. So as soon as you're putting the commit, if you run the same statement, so 0 rows are selected. So it got sync up, which means, so the first people, I think one more guy from your batch asked, if you connect the same schema, same user, if you do the DML operation, what will happen? So this will be the happen. Now you should know, if you do the DML operation, so where it will store, then if you do the commit, how it will be go to the DB, and if same table, same schema, if you do 2 people insert, so how it will be interact, you are getting or not. So here I will give the pass for 2 to 3 minutes. If you have any question, you ask me, or else I'll skip to some other topics. So now up to you. You can ask some question relevant to this one. Here we covered 4 interview questions. One is, what is a PGA, program global area, and each session has a PGA? Yes. If you connect 100 users, 100 PGA will be created. Where it will created? Your RAM. Okay. And you, even though that the data will be RAM, but who will control? Oracle will be the control. The second question, what is the old snapshot error? This old snapshot error, so if you have a 5 years or 10 years experience guy, so they will ask every 10,000 or every 100 rows, we need to put the commit. The reason is, all the DML operation will store into one temp table space. That the space is very less based on your RAM size. So you need to clear the size. We need to put the commit and rollback. That is the second one. Old snapshot error. And third one is, I will write the update statement, update table name. Okay, set column name equal to some, where batch ID equal to 0. So how many 0 is not present in the table? How many rows are updated? You should answer 0 rows are updated. You will not get an error. Same thing is deletion. Same thing deletion also. If you have a data, it will delete it. If not, there is no data, it will not delete it. So that is the question. So I'll pass to you. So I think I unmuted all. So still, if you have any questions here, please feel free to ask here. See here, see we are there. So here we are there. So we are not discuss about yeah, I done that option.
Hello.
Yes. Ask question.
The user in this particular example is the same, or the user are different in the same.
Your voice is not much clear. Can you speak one more time, please?
Yeah, I am asking, the user in this particular example is same, or the user is different in the same schema, or the sessions are different.
See, the same schema, the different sessions are different, but the same schema.
The users are also different, right?
Users are different.
Okay, if there is a same user, then
See,
what would be the case?
here, see here, right? So what I'm trying to say, this user is A. So I connected. same schema, same table. This user is connected by you. Let's an example. So same username, same schema, same table. See the different people, right? So Ramesh. So let me remove this 1 minute here.
Yeah, Mohan, you have access to dislike the whiteboard options in meeting controls. You can check once.
Yes, I'm doing it. 1 second. Let me do it. Then I will talk. Whiteboard option, right?
Hello, sir. I'm asking one question.
Yes, yes. Ask me.
Sir, I'm create a table. The table name is employee IT,
Mhm.
and I am employee IT is 1 to 10.
Okay.
Then I opted employee address to Odisha in 12. Employee IT is equal to 12. Is error? Yeah, is like
No, your question, employee ID you created, you're doing the two update statement.
yes, opted to employee address is equal to Odisha and employee IT is equal to 12. But I am not using employee IT is equal to 1 to 10.
So that time, see the blunder. I mean, the thumb rule is if you have a data in the table,
Yes.
that data you are putting in the where condition, definitely the data will be updated. If there is
Because
no
zero
data,
is
no, not zero, it kind of any data, it should not be present in the table. So if you see here, so if you see here, right?
yes. And sir, what is work in PGA?
PGA for the program global area, which means,
Yes.
so if I have a 7 years or 8 years of experience guy, right? So what they will think, right? So the PGA, it is a designed by the Oracle, but where it will design your RAM. So now I connected this toad. So let's say I will connect to one more session. So that session SQL plus so I connected the Scott and Tiger. As soon as I connected, so at least one PGA created for this one. Whether you are using, not using, it doesn't matter. So the best example is, so you might heard about the database will down. Please close the sessions. Some people are you heard about this scenario? Maybe in your future, I mean your future or your past. So the data will be down. So the people will ask, please shut down your all the session. Don't connect the more session. If you connect the more session, the DB will down. Which means what is happened, right? If you connect the more session, your PGA will be occupy the space in your individual RAMs. That all the RAMs controlled by the Oracle. So it will be it takes some time. That time one session or two session will be lagging. While lagging, they will say data loss. That's why the people should say minimum connection. The connection should be 1 or 2 minutes only. It will hold.
Okay.
So your bank sector, your banks also, the people tell, so particular this time to this time you will not use because they will remove collection. You will remove the connection.
I'm using the phone pay. This allow one your bank statement is not correctly work this time.
That is for downloading and downloading in the sense deployment time. But usually they will maintain, let's say in WhatsApp, what will happen? The server will be crashed. So again, it will up because they're connecting the more user. They don't have any sufficient space to interact with the user. So that kind of even Oracle also will face the same issue.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It's welcome. Yeah. Any questions? I'll go for another topic.
Then
Sure.
actually, if there are two users,
Hmm.
for example,
Hmm.
the example which you've given is for the same schema and there are two users.
Hmm.
But if there are same user, if they are doing this operation at the
Hmm.
same time,
Hmm.
then what will be the case?
Even the same time it will happen. What will I mean? Same time will happen. So let me. I'll explain to you. Same time it will do also. Nothing will happen. So this is your DB. Okay, this is your Oracle DB. This is your schema. Okay, this is your table. Your question is, one user connected at the same table, same schema. The user is user 1. Okay, the same table, same schema, it will connect the user 2. So now if we do same time, same insert or updation or deletion will happen. What will happen? Same time, each and every user who will create, what is created? PGA, program global area. Here also it will create the PGA. So now question is, if you do all the DML operation, it may be it is doing insert. The insert statement will be here only. He is also doing the same insert. So same insert, it will be there in the his PGA. So if anyone will do the commit, then only it will go here. The commit will happen within fraction of seconds gap. So what will happen? 2 rows will go and save the table. That's the reason Oracle, why the transaction is perfect and why the transaction is still proper, right? Because of it is a PGA. And going forward within the PGA, not only insert statement, so we'll talk about more in components in details.
For example, if I am in the same schema and user Scott, one person is connected to user Scott. Again, I am also connecting to user Scott.
Okay.
For him also PGA will be created. For me also PGA will be created.
Yes.
For example, he is deleting one row from the table,
Yes.
and the same row I am doing some update statement. Unless he is committing it or something, I will not be able to perform any operation on the same, or it will be stuck.
No, unless and until if you commit, that row will be deleted. You can't do any operations. If
Okay,
you're
the
not,
first person who commits
yes,
that
matters.
action will be
Correct.
Okay.
That action will be there. See, even though if you do like this, so if you want to avoid this kind of problem, right? That's the reason we have a grant. Grant in the sense, I'll create the table. I can give the only update statement or insert statement to you. Some people I'll give you only select statement to them. That is a different story. But so far,
Okay, read
right,
access, read
read
access and
access.
write access.
Yes, but so far
Okay.
up to here, who is the first will do the operation? If you do the commit, that row will be, that transaction will be updated in DB.
Sir, is there any case happened that the two people are committing at the same time with the different DML statement? Like one is doing
Yeah,
update in
it
the
will,
same,
it
other is
will be
doing.
do. Yeah, it,
So whose commit will be taken into consideration in that case?
see, the first commit one. See, the same thing, I think long back there's some robbery happened in the bank in the USA. So this is a bank, let's consider. Okay, this is a ATM. One guy came. Okay, he entered into the ATM center, and also he sent to one more guy to bank. Okay, and he want to withdraw $100. The balance is $100 only. Okay, this person also, he kept the ATM and waiting for his call. As soon as he's giving the money, cash teller to this person, he want to withdraw. So who will be the first transaction? If you do his first and also his do first, immediately what happened, right? The session will be closed. Automatic commit will happen. As soon as automatic commit happen, so this guy will get boss, you $100 you already withdraw, zero balance. If you do exactly same time also, for committing, the fraction millions of seconds will be difference. That difference will make you will decided whether who go to the first.
Okay.
Now it's clarified. Okay. So these are the DML statement. So far, see, we are going one path. First, how to connect the DB. What are the DB? What are the, if you want to connect to DB, what are the things required? Second thing is how to connect the table. Now,
Mohan,
yes,
this PGA is allotting right for
Hmm.
V1 user 1 user 2.
Hmm. Hello, yeah,
Great.
tell me. Yeah, tell me. Your voice is breaking. Yeah.
Yeah, the PGA is created right.
Yes.
Are you able to see that PGA is created or not like that? Is there any option to see that?
The DBA can be able to see. So DBA, how many user connected, how many PGA will created. See, each and every user that the PGA will machine should created. That is damn sure. Without PGA, you will not do any DML operation. At least you will not connect the DBA. If you want to connect the DBA, PG has to be created before connection, and the connection validated by the PGA. That PGA information will be seen by the DBA. Only DBA can able to do. We as a developer, we can't able to see, we can't able to feel it also. But you can do this kind of test.
Okay.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say, so now up to here, you know the table, you know the how to insert, you know the how to delete the data. Okay. Now the difference between, some people will ask 1 or 2 years of experience. Nowadays, people will ask, what is the difference between delete and truncate? So last class, what we discussed, truncate and drop. So what is the difference between truncate and drop? I'm asking again. If you answer
Yeah.
this question, then easily to understand the delete difference between delete and truncate. Yes, please.
Truncate is nothing but it will delete only the data with not structure. Drop will delete the data permanently, and structure also will delete permanently.
Correct. Exactly. Now what will happen if you do the delete here?
The data will be wrong.
So then,
Only data will delete, but structure will not delete.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now you are saying, even though truncate also, it will delete the data, structure will be same, which means it is not impact. Delete also will delete the data, structure it will not impact. Correct, right? Then what is the difference
Yeah.
between why we need to use the delete and truncate?
A rollback option is there. For delete, we have to roll back the data
Okay.
after delete.
That is 1 years of experience, they tell you. Agree. So next,
memory.
correct. This is 4
Same.
years. This is a 4 or 5 years experience guy answer. Correct. So then what will happen, right?
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Actually, truncate is a DDL command, so it is a permanent deleted the table structure.
That is 6 months fresher kind of answer. I'm sorry to hurt you, but this is the true. The reality is, see
So
how,
in delete,
see
It,
that
it will freeze the memory.
correct. See now, if
so
you
in
want to talk,
delete,
yeah, I understood. Yeah, I got the point. So what I'm trying to say now, tell me, what is the table space?
Nothing but memory in that database.
So what kind of memory? See here, right? If you come to here, so please go on mute. See, I given the option to ask some question if you are clarify or not. Again, if you are not muted, that is not going to help us. Okay. So now, if you give here, right?
please everyone go on mute, please.
Okay. So now the question, if you asked, right, that the memory will be released, right? The problem here is Oracle block or else data block. You can say data block. So the data block, actual data will be, see, this is the table. If you say this is the table, okay, this is a table, this table data. So we are seeing rows and columns. While retrieving, Oracle will be designed like this, rows and columns, but actual data will be stored in the data block. That is called small memory unit. Remember, if you know the data block name and all, we can easily hack your data. Okay. So in data block, what will happen, right? If you delete the data, so if you delete the data will be deleted, but that data previously occupied the space it will remain same when if you use the delete statement. If you use the truncate statement, data will be deleted and the space also will be removed. If you remove, what will happen? Again, this one will be used into some other table. So basically, if you say delete and truncate difference, right? So whatever you're telling, the answer is all is correct. It is a DDL, it is a DML. DDL for the truncate and DML for the delete. Agree, correct. So another question is, if you use the rollback, if you use the delete, we can roll back. Correct. Why roll back? So it is space will be same. There is no damage in the space. Okay. So the data will be deleted. So that's why it is a rollback. If you use the delete, if you use the truncate, space will be removed and data will be removed. We will not get the data. So that is also correct. The space, that is a correct answer. For if you ask any questions, you can tell, sir, if you use the truncate, data along with the data block space will be removed. If you use the delete, only data will be deleted, the space will be remaining same. So how it will use the same row, the previously deleted, the length of the row, same row will come, then it will come and go here. If it's a reusability, if you give the option, if you're not given the option, the empty space will be the data block. There is no use. You got my point? Now I will pause for here 2 minutes. You can ask some questions. What is the difference between delete and truncate if you ask? So what could be your answer?
Sir, if we truncate, that means we have to give any option to reuse separately, or if we truncate, so directly the space will be vacant and that can be used as a data block for some other purpose, or we have to give some reuse.
Yeah,
statement.
see, you no need to tell the Oracle saying that it is reusable. There is an Oracle, we have a background process. Okay. The background process, if you do any operation, insert, updation, if you log in also, the background process will be automatically, it will take care. So our job as a developer, what we need to do, right? If I don't want the data, I want the free space, then we'll use the truncate. But I want to delete only data, the space I don't want to bother. So the DBA will take care if you use the delete statement. So DBA anyway, after a few minutes, after the 1 hour, I mean 1 day or 2 day, 3 day or 1 month or 6 months, they will do the maintenance. They will do the maintenance of the DB. That time anyway they will do it. But as a developer, we no need to give the chance to the DBA. We can, on behalf of him, we will replace the space. So which means we will use the truncate. So the best example, right? Let's say you are staying in Bangalore. Okay, in Bangalore you are staying. In Bangalore, Mahadevapura, you are taking one apartment. Just an example. So apartment A, you are staying in first floor 101 house. See, what is the difference between delete and truncate, right? So just remember this one point of story. So you always remember. So now apartment A and first floor and 101 house number, you are staying in five years before. After 5 years, just a 2001, you left this house and moved to same place, apartment B, okay, second floor, 201. That is called deleted. So deleted in the sense, the person move from house, but house will be there. Correct or not? There is a house still there. So if anyone suitable to occupy the house, you can go and occupy. Just again, after 6 months, one guy again he joined in this house and moved to some other area. Still the house will be there. The space will be same. Now, if you use the truncate, what will happen? The apartment will be collapsed. The space is free zone. Then someone else will came and construct the apartment. They will do the again rent or some other purpose. You got my point?
I think in delete, as we say that we can roll back it. So is that the data which we deleted, is that stored in this data block only, or is there any undo segment or anything where the data is stored, like PGA, from where we get
It
the
will be
data in
stored in
rollback?
data block. Even though if you delete the data, still it will there data block. Unless and if you do commit and rollback, what will happen? You are forgetting the commit, you delete the data. But Oracle, if it is a auto commit, so which means again it will pull the data from the data block, then again you will push it into same position.
Okay, so when we do rollback, we recover that deleted data from the data block itself.
Yeah, in data block structure like this.
Okay, so data is stored in
In the data block
itself.
In the data block, this space will be row IDs, which means how many rows are there and what is the tables. And after here is a 10,000 rows capacity. In the table 2,000 rows are there. Next, the next data block also address also it will store. Okay, first space. Second space will be your DML operation. If you do insert and updation deletion, how many rows are there? That many rows we can able to adjust here. That much of space will be there. Here, all the data. Now you can tell me, if I delete one row, so where it will go? It will go on to here. It will remove here. It will go the data here. Once if you do the commit, it will be removed here also. It will remove here also. If you do rollback, so what they said, it will remove here and the data will be set here. Now it's clear?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question
Yes.
on the truncate. Actually, truncate can be delete all the records from the table.
At a time, yes.
Yeah, but can we have any chance to delete some particular number of records from
No.
by using?
No. You know why? If you know the story, for example, you are staying in apartment A, floor number 101 house. Okay. So after few years you staying here, you want to move from B apartment, second floor 201. If you move here, so then what will happen? The space will be there. That is called delete. If you demolish the entire apartment, you demolished, there is no chance to retrieve. So in the apartment, there is 100 houses are there. Let's say an example. You are telling, if you while demolishing, I need only 50 rows, 50 houses, remaining I want to demolish. So that is not happening in the apartment type, right? If I want to collapse or demolish station, all the 100 flats in the apartment need to be demolished. That is called truncate. Delete in the sense moving.
What about using partition?
No, partition also it is not possible to do the truncate. See, in delete also we can do. See, that's all right. The truncate means you are collapsing the, you are demolishing the apartment A, all 100 houses. There is no way to retrieve. There is no way to partial delete.
But
So,
what about drop?
Hmm?
Drop is different, no? Table and
no, drop in the sense you are deleting that space and you're deleting everything.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Thank you.
See, if someone is connected ready MI8 and they're doing that. See, don't do like this, because so most of the people will get disturbed for because of you. Okay. Each question is very valuable. Please ask question, but no words. Okay. So whatever now you can understand, right? So we are not talking about the simple insert and updation deletion. We are talking about the very value information. And also, moreover, you're asking the question. I'm very happy to answer. So if you ask like this, you no need to worry about that, interview panel and all. If same question, same thing, probably you are equal to 10 years of experience guy, mostly. But some concepts you might don't know, but most of things I covered. Yes.
Mohan, one more thing. As you said, the delete and the truncate differences. Actually, if I go for the delete, the space will be remain itself. The
Yes.
data will be deleted, but the space will be remain itself, as you
Yes.
say.
Yes.
So, how that space will be refilled back by who will go through that? I mean, the back end the Oracle server, or how the data will be refilled back? I mean,
See, again, Oracle will give you Sharik. One command is there, Sharik. If you use the command Sharik, you can be able to freeze the space. Or else I will not use the Sharik command. The DBA will take care internally.
yeah, okay. Okay then. If suppose there is a more delete options from the same user ID password, there will be, I mean, so many data has been deleted. There will be a lot of a different, like you said, flat number A. For example, flat number A 101 has been in the space that been deleted. This is the space like that in the same flat 102 or in the same area 201. Some A block 201. Like this, different spaces will be available, right?
Yes.
I mean, if they deleted, the data will be deleted.
Yes.
So everything, is there any possible chances of mingling all the string,
Yeah.
combining a,
Yeah. How
or
will you? Yeah.
a,
Yeah. I got your point. What I'm trying to say. So let's say 101 is vacant. Someone will come and fill, right? Like that. Even data also the suitable position. So let's say that space is 0.0 MB insert statement got deleted. I am inserting 0.01 MB insert statement. That insert statement will go and save the existing place. Hello, you got my point?
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The space.
Yeah, yes, got
The
it.
space. The space size is a matters. Even though it is not filled, the DB will catch. That is called database health checkup. So every 3 months, the DB will schedule a call. But your DB, you're hitting this much, this many user connecting, this much of free space, this much of not free space. So if you want to free space, you can raise a request. I will add it, or else I can recollect all the deleted space. I can consume and I can attach. That kind of activities are different. That is done by the DBA. So now, up to now, it's clear.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Got it.
So now, according to the syllabus, so we are talking about this portion is also completed up to rework. Now the save point, now grant and revoke. Okay. In between, there is a very, very important, and almost we are talking about more on data retrieval. Okay. Data retrieval. How will you data retrieval? Before going to the data retrieval, before going to the grant and revoke, before going to the save point, we should talk about the constraint.
Hello.
Mohan, voice is lagging. Voice is lagging.
Now it's clear. I switched.
Breaking voice.
Yeah. Now it's clear.